The battle between the Angels and the A's continues as this Athletics and Angels series sponsorship is presented by Chevrolet. Oakland took game one of this four-game series Monday night. The Angels offense came to life last night, so we're evened up. Tonight, game number 3 of a four-game set. Hi, everybody, from inside the Big A. We welcome you back to Angels baseball here on My 13 KCOP. He's Mark Kubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and I just mentioned that the Angels offense certainly woke up last night. 14-run barrage against an Oakland A's team that kind of kicked the ball around a little bit last night.
Yeah, Victor, some impressive swings. And take a look at our AT&T U-verse rewind. We're going to see two of the most impressive ones that brought the crowd to their feet. Johnny Giavitello on a 3-2 fastball upstairs with 2 on, 3-run home run, his first. As an Angel, he got that crowd going. He got his teammates going as he goes around and scores. Then Cole Calhoun, who already had a couple hits at that point, 2 men on again, drives that one out to right center field. 2 3-run home runs as part of the 14-run barrage. 13-run differential in that game, best ever when we talk about Oakland and the Angels. And when you think about how close this series has been over the years, very impressive. You mentioned their defense wasn't there for Oakland, but the offense, the approaches, how they swung the bat, used the middle of the field. The home runs were great, but the approaches were so much better using that middle of the field.
And there's no question about that. And tonight on paper, we got a very good pitching matchup. Jared Weaver, the ace, on the hill for the Angels, and the Athletics will counter with their own ace, Sonny Gray, on the mound. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Angels baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. Start here. And by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich.
I'm Brian.
Baseball is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers and by AT&T U-verse. More live TV channels on the go than cable. Beautiful night for baseball here at the Big A. The Angels, as always, with Jared Weaver on the hill, do not waste any time in taking the field. It is game 3 of this 4-game series, with the series tied up at a game apiece. And with Jared about to start his warm-up pitches, we will take a look at Bob Melvin starting 9 for the Oakland Athletics. With the loss last night, Oakland now at 7-8 on the season, playing game number 16. Sam Fuld will lead things off and play center field for Oakland. Mark Canha is in left. Stephen Vogt back behind the plate. Billy Butler is the DH, a cleanup hitter. Ike Davis, a perfect 1-2-3 8th inning. Last night, he is the first baseman, and he will bat 5th. Josh Reddick back in the lineup in right. Brett Laurie in 3rd. Eric Sogard, good numbers against Weaver, will bat 8th and play 2nd. It's Marcus Semien batting 9th and playing shortstop. Weaver comes into this one with an 0-2 record, a 6.61 ERA. First 2 starts shaky, much better the last time out against the Houston Astros, even though he got a no decision.
Yeah, he threw the ball more consistently, especially with his fastball. He's got great career numbers against Oakland, 13-9 with an ERA under 3. You see that 0-2 mark, but much better that last time around. And keys for Weaver to be successful against Oakland once again is just keep the ball in the yard. Avoid that big fly and stay confident. That's the thing for Weave. If he stays confident with his fastball, his secondary pitches are excellent and he should get a lot of swing and misses.
Defensively for the Halos behind Jared, you got Colin Cowgill in left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun in right. David Freese, Eric Ibar, Johnny Giavotella, and Albert Pujols makes up the Angels infield from 3rd to 1st. Chris Sinetta behind the plate.
And when Weaver on the mound, generally a lot of fly balls, but when the ball is going to be on the ground, it's going to be at David Freese, his 15th start at third base. A lot of ground ball action, especially off the end of the bat against Weaver. Each year, the last 3 seasons, his defense fielding percentage has improved.
Mentioned that long ball as far as Weaver keeping the ball in the yard. He's allowed at least 1 home run in each of the first 3 starts. Gave one up against the Astros on the 17th. Lasted 6 innings. Struck out 3 and walked nobody through just 86 pitches. First one tonight upstairs. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Fuld hitting .300. 5 doubles, 3 triples, 4 runs batted in. Came in as a defensive replacement last night. Did get an at-bat, and he had a single. So he pulls this one into right, and there's a base hit. So the leadoff man is on board.
My Hyundai key for this game, for the Angels to be able to win this game. Go AC/DC, back in black, hit those corners, paint the outside corner with a fastball, go inside, hit the black of the plate consistently. If Weaver does that, I'll tell you what, that changeup and curveball should be very effective against Oakland. And has his last 15 starts. He's been dominant against Oakland. First 15 pretty good, but last 15 excellent for Weaver against Oakland.
Here's Mark Canha, the left fielder. Fuld over at first. Canha finished the game last night at third base. That first one is upstairs, and that's what you want to see from Weaver. Don't want to see from Weaver is being able to spot the fastball early in the ballgame to set up his other pitches.
And that's why I said this. Hitting the black of each corner. That's important for him with his fastball. Don't worry about velocity. It's about location of his fastball. So far, couple out of the zone for him.
Not a very big lead for Sam Fuld over at first base. 1 stolen base for the center fielder. Oakland has 7 on the season. They're perfect in the stolen base category, 7 for 7. Canha went around, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Much more difficult, I would imagine, for a young hitter such as Mark Canha or Marcus Semien, guys that have never really faced Weaver, to lay off the off-speed stuff, whereas the veteran guys that have more plate appearances at the major league level now realize where Weaver stands in his career and can kind of look for certain pitches.
Yeah, you can have all that conversation going through scouting reports, but until you get up there and deal with it, it's a different story.
Kind of odd pitch out, 1-1 count in the first.
When you do that as a manager, you have extreme confidence in a pitcher that throws strikes. Don't walk many batters, especially the very next pitch after that pitch out. More than likely, Sam Fuld will be going, and Canha will be getting a fastball here more than likely.
Angels last night season high with the 14 runs as well as hits 15. Good situational hitting as well. Good pitching from Hector Santiago. Picked up the win. Canna swing and a miss, tried to wait. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, if you see a swing like that from a youngster, you just kind of stay with the off speed. Right?
I was just thinking the same thing. A lot of times as a pitcher, you try to trick a hitter. Think you can sneak a fastball. The one fastball you can probably throw to him is a high fastball. But I still think in terms of a breaking ball off the plate.
Well, then you run the risk of being, if he takes full count,
then you come right back with a slider anyhow. But I still think you have just a couple options here.
Another throw to first. But at 3-2, you figure for sure that Fold will be going with an off-speed pitch looming. Just thinking ahead, a couple pitches.
Yeah, but Weaver does a good job as far as holding the baseball. Sam Fold has not read him well yet.
He's not taking a very big lead. He takes off, swing and a miss. The throw down to second base is not in time. A stolen base. Looks like Johnny Giavotella asking Mark Wegner if the foot came off.
And they're looking into the dugout to see that. Pretty good jump. Picked the right pitch to go. Boy, it looked like there was a little bit of a hop. Mike Scioscia may do it.
Yeah. Dino Abel is on the phone right now. Just trying to get confirmation.
This will be a good view right here. He definitely beat the throw. Now, if he keeps the tag on, he is off. He's off. It's going to be real close.
Yeah, it's tough to tell there.
And they're going to check.
Unless there's another angle. You know, that whole definitive look.
He looked like he was off briefly, but you wonder if the glove was still on the body at that point.
Giavotella, I mean, immediately walked over to Wegner, the second base umpire. But
this might be a better angle here.
Yeah, see, now you can you can tell when the right leg pops off the bag and the glove is still on the body.
Giavotella right away is pointing in the dugout. Now he's safe. Foot's off the base, knees off the base, and if the glove's on him, he's out. Now the question is the glove on him. Definitely beats the tag. The heel hits the base and forces that foot up.
There he's off.
Yeah, he's off.
Now the question is on that one.
Is the glove on him?
Correct. And it looks like it is there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be out.
Well,
we think he's,
let's tap the brakes.
He possibly could be out. It worked last night for Soch. I know that.
That was a huge turn of events for the Angels when C.J. Crum was called out at first on what would have been a double play to end the second inning. Call was overturned. The Angels, of course, went on to score 4 runs and never looked back.
It sure looked like when he popped off the base, the glove was still on him. But again, going back to the pitch, great pitch by Weaver to get a swing and miss. Went back with another slider. So far, his slider's been pretty good. Against a right-handed batter, he'll use his slider more. Lefty, he'll use his curveball and changeup more often.
The call at second base is safe. They're taking the headsets off, and now they're calling him safe. I mean, he's off the bag, and it looks like the glove.
Soch's not real happy about that one.
It's unbelievable. Call stands. I mean, if he's off the bag and the glove is on him,
he's out.
Yeah. I mean,
should be out
by the rule book.
Yes.
Sure. But this whole definitive thing, I mean, guys in New York have just got to be able to make a decision based on what they're seeing. And if we're seeing it and people in the ballpark are seeing it, how are they not? It's a stolen base for Fold, 1 out. And this isn't the first time this year we've already seen that as far as the Angels are concerned.
Happened here against the Royals. Game 2 of that 3-game series.
Stephen Vogt takes down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Vogt 3 for 15 in his career versus Weaver.
I'd be curious to hear Mike Scioscia's comments on that play at second base. Not so much the replay part of it. Finish my thought here after this pitch. It's a strike 2-1. But the fact that now position players have to complete a play, right? Whereas before they used to sweep tag and show the glove, play would happen, umpire would make a call. Now position players have to stay on the player just in case he comes off. Umpires need to do the same thing. As Vogt swings and misses too. I say that from the standpoint of it's easy to see the ball not beat the runner there, and you see the tag apply. In your mind as an umpire, yeah, it's safe, but you got to finish off the play. If you see the separation, it comes off the bag, wait till the play is done before making a call. There's no hurry.
Yeah, because the fact is, if he kept his eye on there all the way through, he's probably going to call him out. And if you go to New York and check it out, then he's going to be out.
Down the line foul out in front with a breaking ball. Still 2-2.
And now no challenges now for Mike Scioscia and the Angels up till through the 7th inning.
At that point, it becomes a crew chief review. Man at second, 1 out. Single and a stolen base, called upheld at second. 2-2. And he's ripped into right field, a base hit. Cole comes charging in. Fold got a really late start from second. The ball goes off the glove, but trickles to Chris. So Vogt with a single. A's have runners at the corners here with 1 out.
Designated hitter, number 16.
This pitch got a little bit too much at the strike zone for Weaver against Vogt. He made him pay for it. Line drive in the right field. Yeah, not a real good read by Sam Fold. That's a play where, as a third base coach, you're waving him home, taking a shot at it. Especially when you're facing somebody like Weaver. Might not get many chances to score.
And now the red-hot Billy Butler steps to the plate. Butler has reached safely in all 15 games this year for Oakland. His first year of a 3-year contract, hitting .375. A couple of home runs, 8 runs batted in. And he'll look at a fastball for a strike. Certainly a double play candidate.
He's rolled into 4 already this year. He's got to get him out in front, something off speed.
Chris going to the backhand, digging that one hopper.
It's a dangerous play when you do that. If it gets by you, run scores, and Vogt gets in a scoring position himself, you want to make sure you keep that double play in order.
Butler gets into one down a left field line. It's hooking though, and it is foul.
Just a strike. Boy, all speed right down the heart of the plate as they're running on the inner half, and Butler brought his hands in, and luckily enough, it pulled it foul.
Breaking ball down and away.
So he's thrown a lot of sliders so far in this game against right-handed batters. He's thrown 17 pitches, a number of sliders to right-handed batters. The curveball, a couple curves to Vogt. Might this be huge for Weaver to get a ground ball double play.
Full count. Runner goes. Butler fouls it off to the right.
Trying to avoid the double play ball, Oakland is, by sending Vogt. Now if if you weave, you just hold the ball just enough to make him aware that you're paying attention to him over at first, and give Iannetta a chance to throw him out if you strike out Butler.
Good throw it. Vote easily back. Vote doesn't go this time. The 3-2's chopped to third. Freese comes charging in. His only place to first. And Foles scores. So it's 1-0 Oakland. Vote to second.
Talked about Freese have to come in on a slow roller, especially against right-handed batters out in front on the breaking ball. Did a nice job coming in on that baseball. Tried to be aggressive, but there's no way you're going to be able to turn a double play. Thought about maybe the play, but that would have been a tough throw off balance, and that throw would have probably ran right into Fold coming towards home, especially early in the game. Even though you're facing a tough pitcher in Sonny Gray, you have to take that out, avoid a potential big inning.
Ike Davis, the first baseman. Hughes one down the third base line. David Freese dives and knocks it down. That's all he could do. He was playing way off the line, and a perfect billiards hit for Ike Davis off the end of the bat.
That's a nice play by Freese. It said keep that ball from getting in the outfield, otherwise that's a run. Way out in front. We know Ike Davis pitched last night. That looks like a pitcher swing getting hit. Usually hits the ball pretty good. That looked like a pitcher. He's still in that mode.
Just to be able to keep that ball in the infield. Otherwise, you're talking about a 2-0 lead for Oakland. So 2 outs, runners at the corners again. Here's Reddick, the right fielder. Reddick had the night off last night. Played in the opening game of the series, went 0 for 3. In the dirt. Davis not going anywhere. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 1 strikeout, 3 hits allowed. Breaking ball. Missed a little bit high. 2 balls and 1 strike. 24 pitches thrown by Weaver. This one's in the air to left. Colin Cowgill comes jogging in. That'll do it for Oakland. They do strike for a run on 3 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up. With the Angels down 1-0. starting 9 for the Angels at 6-8 on the season. Cole Calhoun, leadoff spot in right field. Mike Trout at center. Albert Pujols at first. David Freese, a cleanup hitter at third base. Eric Ibar in short. Matt Joyce at DH. Colin Cowgill in left. Chris Sinetta behind the plate. And Johnny Giavotella batting ninth and playing second base as they take on the 25-year-old right-hander, native of Smyrna, Tennessee, by the name of Sonny Gray.
Sonny Gray, really good fastball. He's 90, 95, slider, curveball, changeup. The keys to be successful against Sonny Gray is stay inside the baseball. He will pitch inside to both lefties and righties and balance in the lineup. We saw it last night with Calhoun and Giavotella. Great balance. That's how you score a lot of runs.
First one from Gray downstairs. Cole hitting .293 with a couple of home runs, 8 runs batted in. 4-hit game last night, matching a career high for him. 3 singles and a 3-run blast. Three starts for Sonny Gray. As Cole fouls this one off. 1-2. 1-0 record, a 2.11 ERA for the opening day starter.
Cole so far in his career has had a tough time against Sonny Gray. Just 2 for 16.
Cole has got a piece of that one to keep his at-bat alive.
Usually when he'll go upstairs with a fastball, especially against the left-handed batter, Gray will throw a curveball now. See if Cole can stay back on his curveball. If he throws it.
Foul at the plate, and that got Vogt. Check swing. They want an appeal. He went around. Marty Foster rings it up. And there's the first down here, the first.
And now it's time for Tools of the Trade. Brought to you by Ram Trucks with Mike Trout coming to the plate against Sonny Gray. He's had a little success against him last year in August. Got a breaking ball down and in, hits it out up in Oakland. 4 for 14 in his career with 2 home runs, including that big fly right there in Oakland for Trout versus a very good pitcher, Sonny Gray.
.353 average for Mike. 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Had 1 hit last night. 1 for 3 with 2 walks. 1 was intentional. Fouled off to the right.
Well, I'm looking at it in left field. Mark Hanna plays really shallow in left field, especially with Trout. Plate. Sam Polk fairly shallow in center field. Reddick playing pretty deep in right.
One. Fouled off to the right. 1-2. Sonny Gray last year, 33 starts for Oakland. 14-10 with a 3.08 ERA. That was 8th best in the American League. Racked up 183 strikeouts. 3rd most in Oakland history by a pitcher 24 years of age or young. Reaching for that one. That's behind Vida Blue and Barry Zito.
Both had great curveballs. Lefties.
Cooled off a little bit Really, in the month of August, his ERA was just over 4. It's still great stuff. He slipped upon delivery there, and it's 2-2.
He tried to really rear back and fire that fastball, and then slipped.
Breaking ball, got him swinging. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts for Greg.
So he threw him a curveball in that sequence, and then he finished him off with a hard slider. The reason why that was effective, too, is because that fastball, even though he slipped, it was downstairs, and it forces you as a hitter to track something towards the knee, and that's what Trout did on a slider and unable to make contact.
Albert takes downstairs. Pujols hitless last night. Lone starter without a hit. And 0 for 5. Average at 192. Oakland with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first. Albert skies this one. It's a shallow right. It's Eric Sogard, the second baseman, backpedaling out. The Angels go down in order. Right to the second with Oakland on top.
At El Pollo Loco, our new carne asada entrees start with fire-grilled steak with smoky chipotle.
Top of the second inning. Jared Weaver to face the bottom third of the order. Laurie, Sogard, and Simeon. Weaver threw 25 pitches in the first. 10 balls, 15 strikes. Brett Laurie, the third baseman, hitting .250, a home run and 3 runs batted in. 0 for 3 game last night. First one's outside.
2 for 5 in his career versus with a home run.
Breaking ball is in there. Lays off. Picked up. Josh Donaldson trade with the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to shallow right. Giavitelli going out. Trout coming in. Trout can't see it. Now he does. Boy, for a second there, he threw the hands up. Wasn't sure of it. It's the first down here in the second.
Yeah, at the end of the inning, Sonny Gray went over to Mike Linsky about this little conversation would happen earlier. Throws the ball back, and Sonny wasn't quite looking at that point. Looked up the last second, caught it. Had a little conversation at the end. Said, I threw the ball. I thought you were looking at me. Remember Jim Wolf? He throws that rocket back. The umpire. Luckily, that was a good changeup that Sonny Gray caught at the last second.
Eric Sogard will look at his strike. Yeah, he's second base with 212, a couple of doubles, a couple of runs batted in, but very good numbers in his career against Weaver. 9 for 25. That's a .360 batting average. 0-2. A little bit high.
He's going to his slider quite a bit in this game. He's on a curveball already at 68. His changeup's been solid. He's also had a fastball now at 86.
Ground ball towards short. Ibar to the backhand has it. Plants. Low throw. Pujols digs it out.
What a play.
2 down.
Great pick by Pujols. And another baseball at the end of the bat with spin on it. And Ibar had to be quick. The one-hop throw over to first base. See how the ball is spun in his glove. Low throw, but Albert, great pick.
Dangerous play, too, as that ball is going toward the runner. And you see Sogard when he's running inside the
line and almost got his foot, too.
There's Marcus Semien. Shortstop. Takes outside. 236 average, a couple of home runs. 9 runs batted in. 0 for 3 last night. Homered in the opening game of this series on Monday. 1-1.
So getting back to a couple baseballs hit off the end of the bat by Ike Davis and even that one by Sogard. What that tells you early on is Weaver's fastball is good enough to get them out in front of the all-speed pitches, which is important for him.
Chopper back up the middle. Ibar to his left. Going to have to hurry with Sim. Bobble. The transfer from glove to bare hand was not clean. Semien will pick up an infield base hit with his speed.
And another baseball is not hit real well off the end of the bat. Slow roller, difficult play for Eric Ibar. Semien runs very well. At that point, it's a wise decision just to hold on to the baseball. Try to be quick on the transfer. Unable to get a good grip on the baseball. At that point, hold on to it. Mistakes happen when you force a throw when the guy's going to beat it out anyhow.
Sam Foltz singled and scored in the first inning.
Semien with 1 stolen base this season.
Semien takes off. It's on an off-speed pitch. Picked the right pitch to go on. And it's a stolen base. Second on the night for Oakland. Second for Semien. Not much you can do if you're a catcher in that situation.
Especially with a changeup. Pretty good jump. Pretty quick transfer by Iannetta, but no chance to get Semien. Slides in. Second stolen base of the game for Oakland. Now 9 for 9 so far this year in that category.
1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball. Topped over to second. Giavitelli waits for Pujols. And top of the second is in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the second with Oakland leading at 1-0.